To quote Lin-Manuel Miranda, legacy. What is a legacy? Oh, America, you great unfinished symphony. You sent for me. Let me make a difference, a place where even orphaned immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. Lin-Manuel Miranda is an extraordinary and influential artist who, through his unique musical exposure to the seemingly incompatible sounds of Latin music, Broadway soundtracks, and hip-hop, created a blended experience that influenced and shaped his dedication to his art, from which he uses to make a place in theater for racial and social minorities. America, the country this class resides in, is known worldwide for being a cultural melting pot. I myself, being someone who lives in America and is an active fan of musical theater, has seen firsthand how Miranda has transformed the landscape. A playwright, composer, and actor whose continual dedication and hard work brings more diversity into Broadway through his two most notable plays, In the Heights and Hamilton. His success is proof of the possibility of the American dream for anyone who dreams it, no matter their background. Let's begin by looking at Miranda's youth. The main influence that directly guided the musical style that he would use throughout his Broadway career was directly shaped by the mix of different musical styles he was exposed to throughout his upbringing. Born within the neighborhood of Washington Heights in New York City, New York, to first-generation immigrants from Puerto Rico, according to Heather E. Schwartz in her book, his family, and I quote, filled their home with Latin music from Puerto Rico. They loved Broadway show tunes that sprang from their new city, although they couldn't afford to see every show. They collected recordings from their favorites, and pop, hip-hop, and rap also permeated Lin-Manuel's world throughout his upbringing, end quote. In terms of the theater activities of his youth, he made his theatrical debut in elementary school and middle school mini productions of classic musicals such as The Wiz, Fiddler on the Roof, and West Side Story. From grade 7 through 12, his interest grew to directing and writing. Hence, he started writing and directing his own one-act plays and musicals within his school's student-run theater program. He then went on to attend Wesleyan University, where he majored in theater. It was there that he broadened his interest to the more technical aspect of the craft. In his sophomore year, he wrote a song that he would inspire his first professional production. He submitted this song to the school's second stage program. Once the program accepted him, he wrote the entire show within a few months. Now let's move on to his first professional production. His love of his cultural roots, Puerto Rico, and his childhood neighborhood, Washington Heights, was combined to create a musical based on the one he starred in college. In New York Times article, Lin-Manuel Miranda's Passion for Puerto Rico by Michael Paulson, and I quote, his identification with the United States Commonwealth 1,600 miles away from New York has informed one of his biggest successes, In the Heights, about a Caribbean American community formed around a bodega in northern Manhattan, end quote. It was first performed in a trial run in his college, where